Hi, I'm Joshua Pauly, and many of you might recognize me as a cantor at Christ the King. Speaking of that, the music ministry is a wonderful way to get involved in the parish. If you want to sing in the choir or to try to cantor, I would contact Robert Whitaker and get involved. If not that, then just sing out from the pews, because that also helps the music be more full. That helps the voice of the church speak in prayer to God. They say that when you sing, you pray twice. So join us either way. So the readings today are from the first Sunday of Advent, and they are from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 21, verses 25 through 28 and 34 through 36. Jesus said to his disciples, "There will be signs in the sun, the moon, and the stars, and on earth nations will be in dismay, perplexed by the roaring of the sea and the waves. People will die of fright in anticipation of what is coming upon the world, for the powers of the heavens will be shaken. And then they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. But when these signs begin to happen, stand erect and raise your heads, because your redemption is at hand. Beware that your hearts do not become drowsy with carousing and drunkenness and the anxieties of daily life, and that day catch you by surprise like a trap. For that day will assault everyone who lives on the face of the earth. Be vigilant at all times, and pray that you have the strength to escape the tribulations that are imminent, and to stand before the Son of Man." So, when I read that gospel, what it makes me think of is the way we can lose sight of what we're really waiting for, and lose sight of how real it is, the second coming of Christ. We are in Advent this season, and that's a time of waiting, and we often think of it as waiting for the child Jesus to be born, remembering that anticipation, but it's also waiting for the second coming of Christ. It's us waiting right now. This gospel is a great way to open up the season, and it reminds us that we can get swept up in the cares of this world, our own carousing and drunkenness, as it calls it. We can get swept up in that, and if we aren't careful, that day will take us by surprise. It reminds me of times that maybe my children are supposed to go somewhere with the family, and they know that they're supposed to have their rooms clean before we leave or whatever, but then if they just get carried away with playing and everything, and then I'm surprising them with that, they have to scramble to get it all done. It's all a panic, it's chaos, and it's kind of, like a trap. So we know that there's a time of purification for us. There's purgatory. So I don't see this as only some big scary thing about completely missing the boat. But even if you make the boat, there's going to be this scramble if it catches you unaware. That purification, that purgatory, that's going to be our scramble. So let's stay alert. So this month, December, is the month of mostly Advent. As you look around the parish and as you talk to each other in your small groups, what are some ideas you have to be active and to participate in spiritual life and parish life, to embody that spirit of waiting, that spirit of hopeful waiting and vigilant waiting on the Lord? I think that's a good question to ponder for this time. So I hope you have a wonderful week, a blessed week, and a blessed time in your small groups. May your prayers be answered, and may your prayers always be well aimed. We'll see you again next week. Bye.